Okay, 5 step in problem solving. You need to memorize the steps and also the what you call the arrangement. Okay, please remember that step 1 or the first step is problem analysis. Problem analysis, you do IPO. And after that, design a solution, you do algorithm. And implementation, you start coding. After that, we test the code and document it. I think I need to keep on looking at Google Meet in order for your friend to admit. Okay, so let's start the slide. I hope that you have the past year with you. Okay, we will start with 2020, 2021. Why? Because this is the only format which is relevant for this semester. Okay, this is question 1. Problem solving is one of the most important steps in discovering, analyzing, and solving the problem. Identify the problem solving step based on the given statement. The first statement is a programmer will enter some sample of data to check. Okay, the keyword here is check. Okay, whether the program could give expected output. So the step involved is testing. Next statement is it contains description. Okay, description, a keyword here, of the program that helps other programmers to maintain the program later on. So the step involved is documentation, or the last step, because after the programmer write the coding, okay, they have to make documentation or description of the program so that other programmers can understand it. And after that, they can continue maintaining the code or program. So far, do you have any question for question 1? You can on your mic, you can type using the comment. Oh yeah, I forgot. Okay, any comment? Anybody want to ask for question 1? If not, we will proceed question 2. So if you have any question, please stop me and ask straight away. Okay, it is faster and better that way. All right, so let's proceed to the next question. Okay, the next question is question, this is question 3, I'm sorry, question 2. Okay. All right, so this is how you answer in the exam. All right, the question is do an IPO analysis. All right, so you know that you need to do input, process, output on the given problem. 4 marks here. Bazaria Hypermart give promotion to their customer. If the customer, okay, the keyword here is if. So we know that this is selection control structure. So if the customer purchase more than 250, the system will display a message, get e-pocket top-up RM20. Otherwise, a message, thank you for shopping with us, will be displayed. So the input here is you can choose purchase. Okay, you can see here customer purchase. You can use variable name like amount of purchase. Okay, both are acceptable, but be careful when you do the process. Determine whether to print either message get e-pocket top-up RM20 or message thank you for shopping with us based on purchase. All right. And the output is the message get ePocket top up RM20 or thank you for shopping with us. This is an option for you, okay, for you to answer. Okay, this is the longer version. The shorter version, which is acceptable as well, same question. Okay, here you can see the input is purchase as well, but you can see that the process here is determine the message based on purchase. Okay, as simple as that. Determine the message. The keyword here is determine. If you write determine, examiner will know that you are trying to tell this is a selection control structure. So determine message based on purchase. If your input name is amount of purchase, so your process is determine the message based on amount of purchase. All right. Make sure that the spelling is the same. If P is capital letter, this is also capital letter. So please be careful. And the output is, don't forget the double quote here. Why double quote? Because in the question asked to print message. Okay, since it is a message, it needs to have double quote here. So get ePocket top up RM20, be careful. Make sure that you get the same message. Okay, if it's capital letter, you need to make sure that it is similar message. Or thank you for shopping with us. You see similar. TY, capital letter, the rest small letter. So far, for question 2, do you have any question?
No, madam.
No, madam.
Okay, thank you so much. I hope that you can understand. All right, so we proceed to question 3. Again, I'm going to repeat that I'm not going to give this scheme. I just going to give you the recording. But you can WhatsApp me later on if you have any misunderstanding or problem after this. Okay, I've already shown you the longer version. After that, the shorter version. Both are acceptable. Both are eligible for full mark. All right, so next question, question 3 is, there are different type of tools used to solve a specific computational problem. Identify the term. Okay, the keyword here is term based on the given description. So let's see the description. It is a process or a set of rules to be followed in calculation or other problem solving operation, especially by a computer. So the term here is algorithm. Okay, so that's why I give the video intro before this so that you can memorize some of the description. All right, but sometimes in the exam, the description is a bit different, but it is still the same thing. Okay, the keyword here is a process or a set of rules. So for problem solving. So the term here that we want is algorithm. Okay, set of rules for problem solving. All right, next is a notation. Okay, if you doesn't understand what notation is, it is no problem. You look at another word or you read the full sentence so that you can understand better. A notation resembling a simplified programming language. Okay, the keyword here is simplified programming language, but it is not a program. It is not a real program or a real code like Java, C++, and many more. It is only resemble, used in a program design. Okay, so it is not code, it is not a program, so the term here is pseudocode. Okay, pseudocode is similar to coding, but it is the simpler version made by programmers. Okay, before they code, they can do pseudocode or even flowchart before. So it is resemble programming language. Okay, only a resemblance. Okay, so far I hope that you have no problem here, but you can always WhatsApp me and ask later on. Okay, so this is the next question. Question 4. Two semicircles are placed in a square as shown in figure 4. Okay, I hope that you can see this is figure 4. You can see that there are semicircle in a square box. Okay, so you need to know the formula involved. Okay, since this is a square, so you should know that the formula used here is area of square. And after that, since it involves two semicircle, you should know that the input must be something related to circle. One input only in the question, which is labeled as. You need to use S. Do not use other label. If not, 1 mark will be deducted from the total mark. So you must use read S. Okay. And after that, you need to know the formula to find area of square. It is S times S, or we can say that S square. All right. And after that, since it involves circle or two semicircle, radius equal to S over 2. All right. So now we want the area of shaded region. Okay, calculate the shaded area. You can use the name area of shaded region, or you can simply use shaded area as the output name. Okay, so area of two semicircle equal to 3.14 times radius or pi r square. Okay, pi r square. What happened if you use r here? I don't think it's going to be a problem. Radius or r, it is understandable, but make sure that your input name is S, since the label is S. So you must use it. If not, 1 mark will be deducted. All right. So now, area of two semicircle we have already calculated. So what happened is, we want to answer the question. The question asks to calculate the shaded area. So you can use this name or shaded area, no problem. Okay, area of shaded region equal to area of square minus area of two semicircle. Okay, here. So you will get area of shaded region. So you need to print. And after that, don't forget to write N. Make sure that begin and end, okay, it is the same, I can say level here. Okay, read, print, same, a bit tab here. And after that, this is what we call the process part. Okay, so next is draw a flow chart to calculate and display the profit percentage of a mobile phone if the manufacturing cost is RM1550 and selling price is RM2220. Question asks for a flow chart, and the input here is manufacturing cost and selling price. All right. You can use input names such as manufacturing cost or selling price, or you can simplify it by writing cost and selling. It is understandable since the name here is selling price. So selling understandable lah. All right. So the output is we want what? Profit percentage. So profit percentage equal to selling minus cost. This is logic. Okay, if we buy something cheaper and after that we sell it for a higher price, so you will get profit by deducting selling minus cost. But the question asks for percentage. So if it's percentage, it involves cost of times 100 because you want to know the percentage. Okay, so this is the formula that you need to use. Okay, because the question asks for percentage. And after that, we print profit percentage before we stop. But please make sure that the shape is correct. Okay, if not, we will deduct mark. And after that, make sure that the arrow here, when you draw, please draw arrow. Do not draw single line. You must draw arrow and make sure that your arrow is touching the shape. You can see that all the arrows ini kena touch jugalah. Okay, terlebih tak apa, jangan terkurang lah. If not, mark will be deducted lah, up to 1 mark. Okay, so this is for sequence. This is only a simple sequence flow chart. So let's look at question number 5. Okay, this is the question. Fresh and Cool Scent is a company that sells perfume. In conjunction with Malaysia National Day celebration, the company held a promotion as listed in table. Okay, you can see the table here. You can see a few options. So automatically you know that this is selection control structure. Okay, why? Because we have option here. Okay, if we buy between 0 until 50, this is the price. If we buy between 51 to 100, this is the price. And if we buy 101 and above, this is the price. Okay. So the first thing that you need to do is to identify the control structure, and we have already identified that this is a nested selection because we have more than 2 options. So this is a nested selection. So next, let's look at the answer. Okay, so this is the answer. If you want to import bottle is acceptable. Oh my God, there is error. Import number of bottle. If number bottle. So tak sama lah. Kena tolak markah. So make sure that the name sama. Import number of bottle if number of bottle is less or equal to 50. Okay, use this symbol. If number of bottle is less or equal to 50, the total cost is number of bottle times 30. Whenever we write if, we must put condition. Okay, so you see here, else if number of bottle less or equal to 100, the total cost is a bit cheaper. It is equal to number of bottle times 20. And last but not least, since we don't have any other option, okay, we only left with the last option. So the last option, you don't put there if, because whenever you see if, there is an option or there is a condition that you need to write. So since we don't have any other option, so this is the last option, you just write else. It is understood that if you write else, meaning selain daripada di atas lah. Okay, so else total cost equal to number of bottle times 15. And you can see here we have to and if. Okay, to and if. Why? Since we have two if, satu, dua, satu, dua. But what happen if you write only one and if? No problem. Okay, no problem. No marks will be deducted. Okay, since there is two if, you write two if. But if you write one if only, it is acceptable because as long as you write an if, you will be awarded mark. Okay, tak kisahlah satu atau dua, markah sama sahaja. Cuma kalau awak terlupa tulis an if, okay, so markah akan ditolak lah. Jangan tak tulis, tulis. Okay, kalau ada tiga if, tiga and if lah. Tapi kalau ada tiga, awak tulis satu pun tak apa, tak ada masalah. It is acceptable as long as there is an if. Okay, so output total cost. Alright, I purposely use different name. Before this, I use begin end. Okay, now start stop. Okay, as long as you use the correct pair, that means begin end or start stop, it is acceptable. Jangan tukar pula. Start mesti dengan stop. Begin mesti dengan end. Okay. Input mesti dengan output. Alright. Read tak ada masalah lah. Okay. Read print ataupun read display. And after that, make sure that the level, okay, yang awak tap ni, pastikan nampak ada tab. Start, stop sama level. Input, output sama level. Kalau proses ni awak nak ke dalam sikit pun boleh, tak ada masalah. Alright. Nak sama level dengan input, output pun acceptable as well. So far, ada tak soalan ni? Sebab soalan ni susah sikit. Ada tak? Ada yang write kat komen ke? Perlu ke saya tengok? Okay, kalau dah tak ada, tinggal one last question. Tapi sebelum tu saya nak bagi tahu, jangan tulis sebaris. Jangan tulis start, input, if sampai stop ni sebaris. Okay, tak dibenarkan At least awak kena tunjuk start, stop, sebaris, input, output, sebaris, proses, sebaris, seterusnya. Alright, make sure that you do that. Okay, last but not least, we finished early today. Half an hour is very good. Okay, question 5B, Kitty Cat Hotel charges boarding fee for cats according to package shown in table 5.2. 8 markah. Draw a flow chart to calculate and display the total charges paid by a customer. Otherwise, display an appropriate message. Apa data yang kita tahu, kita tak jadikan sebagai input lah, tapi kita akan masukkan dalam proses. Apa yang kita tak tahu, user nak pilih L atau M ke, user nak large atau mini ke, yang ni lah kita jadikan input. Okay, sebab kita dah tahu price kita tak jadikan sebagai input, kita masukkan dalam proses. Cuma kita tak tahu dia nak tidur berapa malam. Okay, so marilah kita tengok skema jawapan. Ada start, ada stop. So kat sini kita ada input cabin code and number of night. Okay, so code equal to L, code equal to M. Mari kita tengok soalan lagi sekali. Kenapa input dia satu je? Okay, so di sini kita dapati bahawa cabin code dan cabin type ni sebenarnya kita boleh jadikan sebagai satu input. Cabin code, sorry atas balik. Cabin code, kalau user enter L, maksudnya dia nak large lah. Kalau user enter M, maksudnya dia nak mini lah. Cuma yang kita tak tahu seterusnya dia nak duduk berapa malam. So, yang terlibat adalah kod dengan number of night. Alamak, ada NO titik lah. Awak semua nampak ke? Okey, saya harap awak semua nampak. Penggunaan titik tak dibenarkan lah. Alright, saya terlepas pandai, ni NO sahaja. Titik tak nak. Kenapa? Nanti bila awak nak buat coding, nanti dia ada syntax error lah. Okey. So, input pertama cabin code, input kedua no atau NUM pun boleh. NUM number of night lah. Alright. Kita tengok kalau code equal to L, apa berlaku? Okey, jangan pelik kenapa ada dua diamond, sebab sekarang ni kalau dia bukan L, dia bukan M, kita kena display appropriate message. Okey. So, code equal to L, if it's true, boleh tulis true, boleh tulis yes. Price equal to NO, tak nak titik NO of night over 45. Macam saya cakap tadi lah, whatever data that we know, we put it as, we put it in the process. Okay, we doesn't put it as input. Dia bukan input sebab kita tahu nilai dia. Kalau input kita tak tahu nilai dan ikut suka kita lah nak letak nilai berapa pun. Okay, so price equal to number of night times 45. Okay, kalau user tak nak L, maksudnya mungkin dia nak M. So that's why awak tengok ada no ni. Code equal to M, kalau tak nak tulis equal to pun tak apa, awak boleh ganti dengan simbol equal to. Code equal to M, kalau yes, price equal to number of night times 20. Mana datang 20 ni ada dalam table tadi. Alright. Okay, so ada juga possibility yang user tak nak L, tak nak M. So dia nak apa? Kita tak tahu. So awak just letak display appropriate message kat sini. Okay, display appropriate message. Alright. Display appropriate message sebelum pergi stop. Kalau user pilih L atau M, selepas buat pengiraan, make sure that awak display dulu sebelum pergi stop. Okay. Tak kisahlah display awak nak letak kat sini ke, ataupun display tu awak nak adjust letak kat sini ke, tak ada masalah. Janji sebelum masuk stop. Jangan pula awak display ni, lepas tu awak masuk pula display appropriate message. Salah lah. Dah display price, display appropriate message pula. Sepatutnya dia masuk sebelum stop ataupun dia terus masuk kat stop. Okay, make sure that the shape is correct. Terminal, terminal, bukan over, terminal. Okay, input, output, output bentuk parallelogram, proses bentuk rectangle, and last but not least, selection atau option bentuk diamond. Don't forget the label as well. Kalau tak label pun kita tolak markah. So far, awak ada soalan tak dengan 5B ni?
Madam,
Ya?
kalau yang no dengan yes tu tukar dengan true false boleh juga kan?
Boleh. Tak ada masalah. Jangan sekejap atas true false, bawah yes no. Please decide which one that you want to use. Okay? True false.
Yang arrow tu memang kena attach kan dekat diagram?
Apa yang kena attach kat diagram?
Arrow.
Arrow. Ini arrow yang ni.
Yes.
Yes, mesti. Jangan buat garisan lurus sahaja sebab saya pernah marking dia buat garisan lurusnya. Kalau tak silap kita tak terima, if I'm not mistaken Okay. So mesti ada arrow. Kenapa mesti ada arrow? Sebab kita nak tunjuk lepas tu dia pergi mana. Awak tengok ni, dia turun bawah kan? Lepas tu dia pergi arah ke kanan. Kanan. Turun bawah. Okay, ini selection. Kalau looping lagi dahsyat. Sebab looping arrow dia nanti dia naik atas balik. Sebab dia nak loop. Dia naik atas dia akan loop berapa kali. Okay, sebab tu pentingnya ada arrow touching the shape. Adakah saya menjawab soalan?
Okay, thank you madam.
Okay, welcome. Ada lagi soalan yang lain? Okay, muah kita tengok komen. Oh, ada kat sini. Ada Sir? Oh, Sir Muhammad Azlan pun ada. Welcome Sir Azlan. Okay, annyeong. Ada lagi soalan tak? Boleh PM saya. Nanti saya akan tunjuk WhatsApp nombor saya ataupun lebih afdal kalau tanya pensyarah tutor masing-masing. Alamak, saya kena stop dulu. Kenapa saya kena stop? Sebab tiba-tiba lagu dia kuat. Nanti kita pekak. Kurangkan. Okey, 20. Okey lah kot. Okey, nanti saya terangkan apa maksud perkataan tadi tu. Sensitif sangat. Okay, so sebelum berakhir, remember that whoever strives shall succeed. Okay, kena berusaha lah. Whoever is patient will be lucky. So kena sabar. Memang ada banyak dugaan bila kelas online ni. Okay, so tolong bersabar. InsyaAllah you will win someday. And last but not least, man yazro yasud, you read what you sow. Kalau awak rajin belajar, insyaAllah awak akan dapat keputusan yang baiklah. Okay, so I'm going to show my contact number. Okay, this is my contact number. You can WhatsApp me anytime, but do not private message me through Telegram sebab kadang-kadang saya tak perasan. Okay, so you can WhatsApp me apart from your tutorial lecturer. You can ask anything. So that is all for today. Thank you so much for joining me.
You long to set the world straight, but you will fail if you wait or hesitate. So take it.